Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red Omega for episode 27 of the playthrough. Here we are back in Fuchsia City yet again, and it is finally time for us to leave the mainland and head out to sea, which is something I'm incredibly excited about. I love it when we can finally use surf and finally go out into the ocean, and this time around it's going to be even more fun than usual, because with this being Fire Red Omega, we have 3 generations worth of water Pokemon that we could potentially run into, as well as a bunch of water trainers like the one we have right here in front of us. So the goal for this episode is to make our way from Fuchsia City, which is going to be right here, and go all the way down to the Seafoam Islands. On the way, we are going to encounter a lot of water Pokemon and a lot of water trainers, so hopefully you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. Though I have to come clean with you guys. I have to tell you, this is my second attempt at recording this episode, and the reason why I started over is because I am not sure about this Ditto anymore. I gave him Quick Claw. If you're wondering what his item is, it's Quick Claw. I am really not sure about raising this Ditto anymore. So let's take on our first battle here. I look at the sea to forget all the bad things that happened. Goodness gracious, man. Let's not get all deep. The episode just started. Crying out loud here. But Ditto, right? I was super excited to get Ditto. I've never personally raised a Ditto, as I told you guys. I've captured them here and there and maybe used them every now and then in a battle, but by and large, I've never really used Ditto, so I didn't know how hard it was to raise him. Ditto is painfully hard to raise. Like, you think Dragonair is bad, Ditto is much worse, and the reason why is because Ditto's effectiveness is based on the move types of the Pokemon that it's facing, right? Every Pokemon that Ditto faces has to have a move that is good against itself for Ditto to be effective. Like Clamperl here, for example, it's a water Pokemon that knows Water Gun, Clamp, Iron Defense, which just raises up its defense, and Aurora Beam. None of these moves are good against a Clamperl, right? So Ditto, for all intents and purposes, is going to have to sit here and just whittle down this Clamperl with really, really ineffective moves. And it's not hard to raise him. Like, I suppose hard is the wrong word. It's annoying. I hate to say it, it's annoying, it's boring, it's painful to raise Ditto in matchups like this. And oftentimes you are going to have these matchups because that's what Pokemon trainers have. Like, if you run into a swimmer out in the ocean, that swimmer is going to have water Pokemon, and those water Pokemon are likely going to have water moves. But the thing is, if you can suffer through the painful encounters out here in the wild, Ditto will likely be good in gyms, assuming, of course, he is of an appropriate level, right? Because gym leaders, they typically have a wide variety of Pokemon that have a wide variety of moves, and that's a good thing, right? So therefore, Ditto can actually be effective. But when you're out here in the wild and just trying to raise them up against random trainers and random Pokemon that you encounter in the sea, it can be pretty painful, man. So I'd love to hear what you guys think down there in the comments. Do we stick it out with Ditto, or do we just look for another 6 Pokemon? There are plenty of other ones we could get, although I'm not sure what else we're going to run into. Out here in the ocean, we're basically going to find water Pokemon, and we really don't need another water Pokemon, considering we have Starmie already. We could go ahead and try and find an ice Pokemon, I suppose, but even then, it's like, do we need an ice Pokemon from Seafoam Islands really all that much? Like, I'm going to be catching the big legendary Pokemon that we can find there. I'm going to try my best. I bought a bunch of Ultra Balls, but I don't really plan on keeping it as part of my team. I know I did it in my original Fire Red playthrough, but I really don't like the idea of using legendary Pokemon in my party. It just kind of feels weird to me. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about that down there in the comments. At times, Ditto is kind of fun to raise. Like against Barboach here, look at that. He can actually do damage. And when he's actually doing damage, Ditto is fun. But the rest of the time, it can be painful. Like, there was a comment I saw a couple of episodes ago. By the way, I may not respond to all of them, but I read the comments on every single episode of this playthrough. Look at Ditto go. And somebody said it was painful to watch Ditto battle because sometimes it just takes so freaking long to actually be able to do anything. Now, like I said, this is actually my second attempt at doing this video here. I took on 2 trainers before I decided to start over, so I know exactly what Pokemon this next trainer is going to have, and you're going to see another example of why it's hard to raise up Ditto. I tried diving for Pokemon, but it was a no-go. Now, wait a minute. What generation had dive? By the way, I loved it when they added dive. Was it Gen 3 that added dive? I don't remember. I'm gonna sound so stupid here. I think it was Gen 2 that added Waterfall. Am I right? Did Gen 2 also add Dive? I honestly don't remember. But okay, so here we have a Staryu, right? Staryu's fast. I concede that I'm not going to get the first attack off here. But it's 4 levels ahead. And Ditto's going to transform. It knows Bubble Beam. Fine, fair enough. I mean, what Staryu doesn't know Bubble Beam? It should be a Starmie, by the way, being level 42. But right there, if Ditto can't attack first, it usually gets half its hit points chunked away before it can transform. And now that it is a Staryu, what am I supposed to do to this Staryu with this moveset? Bubble Beam's not going to do anything. Cosmic Power raises up my special defense, which, whatever. Minimize makes me more evasive. And then Light Screen... it prevents, like, physical attacks? I think, something like that. There's pretty much nothing Ditto can do against this Staryu. So I have to just swap him out to Dragonair, who, of course, can actually do things. So, I don't know. If you guys want me to keep Ditto, I am more than happy. Or we can just keep our eyes open. But at the same time, it's like, if we don't want Ditto, I shouldn't waste my time raising him, you know? Oh, I should actually have used Secret Power there. That would have been fun. I just want to see what it's like out here in the ocean. Here comes Cosmic Power. We're just going to raise up its special defense more. And regular defense, but doesn't matter because Dragon Rage always hits for 40. I want to try Secret Power just because we're out here in the ocean. Yeah, look at that. It's so cool. Secret Power, the animation, as well as the effect of it, critical hit. It all changes based on the terrain, which I think is really neat. Like, when you're out there on the road, it just looks like a normal, regular, whatever move. But when you are out here in the ocean, it looks like surf. And I don't know. I think that's pretty neat. Let's take on this Cloyster here. Like I said, I've already taken this person on here today, so I know this Cloyster has no moves I can actually use against it as Ditto, so I'm just going to avoid it entirely and keep Dragonair out. But I will say, after this trainer, that's my start over, so I have no idea what else, you know, lies beyond this. So, I'm not sure where... I know generally where to go. You just keep on heading west, but I'm not sure what trainers we're going to run into, you know, anything like that. And here comes Spike Cannon, the only physical attack this Cloyster knows. Cloyster's such a cool Pokemon, though. I really do like Cloyster. Just don't like this particular one's moveset, because it's not very good. Now, what is the third Pokemon? Ah, Mantine. We can try Ditto against the Mantine, although Ditto's already hurt. Like, really hurt. And it may just get knocked out immediately, because I bet you it's... Oh, it got hurt by the spikes. Now it's definitely going to get knocked out. Poor Ditto. Oh, it's level 43. I'm not even going to bother. Poor Ditto. I'm sorry. Let's just go back to Dragonair. Poor thing. You're sitting here sabotaging my own team by constantly swapping them out onto those spikes. Yeah, we're going to have to heal up Dragonair here, unfortunately. I still have plenty of lemonades left over from our battle. Oh my goodness, that freaking battle against Sabrina. I will say it was entertaining. It was fun, but I'm super happy it's over. I am so happy it's over. Let's just go right for the Dragon Rage, I think. How much HP does a Mantine have? I don't think it's a ton. Okay. It's going to take 2 more moves. That's okay, though. We can, of course, use Secret Power after 1 more Dragon Rage. That way we don't waste all of our Dragon Rages. Because I imagine we're going to need a lot of them out here on the ocean. It's not as if I can just instantly go back to the Pokemon Center and then, come on back. It takes a little bit of time being out here in the ocean. It'd be funny if there was, like, randomly an island with, like, a nurse or something like that out here where you can just heal up your Pokemon. Hey, Ditto hit 39. There we go. Getting it a little bit more stats. Alright. So, let's heal up Ditto and keep on keeping on here. He's almost level 40, which is going to make him better. I could also get some HP ups, but those cost, I think, 10,000 apiece. And with how many lemonades and revives and everything else I had to purchase in the last episode, I'm pretty low on funds as of right now. I'm just going to keep on exploring this. Oh, we got ourselves a trainer there. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just going by right now. Wow, yeah, there's a lot of trainers out here. This is actually pretty cool. So let's take on this guy. Let's see what he's got. I love swimming. What about you? I personally hate it. That's why I'm riding on the back of a Starmie. Which makes no sense, actually, because Starmie's like 3 feet tall. Ooh, Poliwhirl. Now, here's the question. Does this Poliwhirl have that ability that makes it so water moves heal it? Ooh, here comes the Rain Dance. I bet you it does. So just keep that in mind. I'm just not going to try and not use any water moves against it whatsoever. I'm just hoping it actually has other moves than water moves. All right. Ooh, Ice Punch. Ooh, this one's actually got some decent moves here. All right. We got ourselves a Body Slam. That is perfect, actually, for us. I mean, it's not super effective or anything, but it's fine. Ditto can actually get some attacks off here. Yeah, I was going to say, that Ice Punch shouldn't really do a whole lot. And it's afraid to use... Does it actually have a... It doesn't even have a proper water move. What's the point of using Rain Dance, then? Doesn't Rain Dance just increase the effectiveness of water moves? But it doesn't even have any water. I'm telling you, man, it's actually funny when you get to use a Ditto like this and you actually get to see their entire moveset and like see what's going on with them. Some of these setups are just goofy. Yeah, the Ice Punch. I hope I don't get frozen here. How unlucky would that be? Okay. That'd be super, super unlucky. Now let's just go ahead and double slap ya. Wow, that does like next to nothing. All right, so far so good on the Poliwhirl. And about to send out Poliwrath. Somehow I don't think I'm going to have as easy of a time against the Poliwrath. Big old scary Poliwrath. All right, let's do some Body Slams here. Although I think I'm ooh, we got ourselves a crit. Maybe I won't have... Oh, and he's paralyzed. Maybe I won't have to swap Ditto out. Oh, and he misses his double slap. I would be infuriated if... If that was my Poliwrath, I would be so mad. Not only does he hit his move, but he also gets a crit and it paralyzes me and I miss. All right, fun game. Let's try double slap, although I really don't think it's going to do much. Yeah, I mean, that was a crit. And, well, if it hits this many times... Oh, we got all 5. Wow. I would be infuriated if I were this... Oh, that better not hurt me too bad. Okay, that hurt a lot. But not enough. Not enough that I can't just heal that up with a lemonade. All right, Ditto. We're catching you up. And now it's paralyzed. I think Ditto heard me. I think he heard me talking about potentially replacing him, and he's now like, okay, I'm going to have to start hitting some crits here. I'm going to have to start doing some big-time plays, because otherwise he's getting rid of me. We're going to have to go double slap, though, because that Ice Punch does nothing against Poliwrath. Goodness gracious. Double slap doesn't either. We're just getting lucky and hitting 4 and 5 times every time. That was a good amount of XP. Belly flop. Bum, bum, bum. All right, so we have a lot of trainers down this way. We're yet to find a wild Pokemon, which is odd. Please be a double battle. Please be a double battle. Please be a double battle. Put Dragonair up here just in case it is. Come on, double battle. Wait, my big sis taught me how to swim and train Pokemon. It might be a double battle. Come on, double battle. Yes, it is. I love double battles. Wait a minute. Wasn't this a girl? That's clearly a boy. Either way. Ooh, they're both 45. That's actually somewhat scary. All right, so we're going to transform into the Starmie, because Starmie probably has actually good moves. And we might actually lose this. These guys are pretty high level. I think we Thunder Wave down the Starmie as well. Hey, Ditto went first because of Quick Claw. And the reason why I want to Thunder Wave the Starmie is because the Starmie is by far the fastest of all the Pokemon that are here. And so by paralyzing it, I cut speed in half. So, therefore, Dragonair and Ditto can actually get their moves off faster. What does Withdraw do? It raises physical defense. Okay, that's fine. Wow. Okay, that actually stinks. Well, it looks like Swift hits both of them. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, we're going to go for a Swift, and we're going to drop a Dragon Rage. Wow, you can actually attack your partner. Why would I want to do that? Okay, we're going to attack the Cloyster, who, of course, is going to use Protect. So that's going to protect it from both of these attacks this turn. But it's going to hit the Starmie, which didn't really do a whole lot. Freaking Cloyster. And now Starmie's going to drop a Confuse Ray on Dragonair, it's looking like. Yep. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's go for a Swift again, and let's just Dragon Rage down the Cloyster, I suppose. Or, I'm sorry, the Starmie. Because Cloyster can... It's a giant wall right now, basically. Oh, come on, Dragonair. I need you not to knock yourself out. And now it's going to be using Swift on... Wait. I was going to say, how can it only hit one of us? But it did hit us both. It just does it one at a time. So let's heal up. Oh, wow. That's a weird interface with these two being right there like this. Let's heal up Dragonair. Instinctively, I want to move over to the right where the second Pokemon usually is. Oh, that's interesting. So, when I used an item there, that only counted... Come on, Dragonair. That only counted as Ditto's move. I could still do a move with Dragonair. That's interesting. Ditto's getting wore down here. Mainly because it can't do any damage with this Swift. Rapid Spin appears to be doing a decent bit of damage. I'll just straight up Confuse Ray, I suppose. We'll Confuse Ray down the Cloister. And then try and Dragon Rage down the Starmie, assuming we can actually freaking hit. Ditto could actually take this time to Confuse Ray them both. Hey, there you go, Dragonair. Snapping out of that confusion. Time to hit that Starmie. Trust me, I know. Starmie doesn't have a lot of hit points. Come on. Hurt yourself in your confusion. There you go. Perfect. All right. And Starmie's paralyzed. That's wonderful. Okay, so now... we're going to Rapid Spin the Starmie and Dragon Rage the Starmie. And between those two moves, that should be enough to take it down. Poor Cloister hits itself again. All right, so here comes a Rapid Spin for you. Decent little chunk of damage, but that should be enough to make it so Dragon Rage knocks it out, I hope. For crying out loud! This is what I'm talking about, man. Like, if I had any Pokemon besides Ditto in, it'd be all over. Alright, down goes Starmie. That should be decent XP, I guess. Hey, level up for Dragonair. Only 12 more to go until we have Dragonite. Come on. Aw, no luck. No luck. Actually, I mean, he hurt himself 2 turns in a row, so I think we're okay. Let's just try and finish him off here with... we're just going to Swift, which isn't really doing a whole lot of damage. And I am really sad to say that we're pretty much down to our last Dragon Rage here. So let's just start using some other moves. Wow. It's a physical attack, and it does nothing. It does nothing against this fella. Okay, so let's go Rapid Spin. We have to use Dragon Rage. No other move actually does damage against it because it's got so much defense right now because of all the buffs it's given itself. Thank goodness for Dragon Rage. I do have, I think, an elixir or... so I got something in my bag that can get PP back. But Ditto's now level 40, so that's something. Oh, wow, somewhat tougher than my big sis. Look, blonde child, right? In that sprite, blonde child. Then, I guess it is. In my memory, it was like the little pink-haired girl, but I guess it wasn't. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely a little blonde kid. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. So I have an item in here somewhere. We have a Max Ether, and we also have an Elixir, which replenishes all moves. I feel like I should save the Elixir, but the Ether, we can use that now, I think, on Dragonair, who's now up here, and drop it on Dragon Rage. There we go. So now it has all of its Dragon Rages back, and we can also take this time to drop a Lemonade on Ditto. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so there's plenty of trainers. Wow, so many trainers down here. Lots. I didn't think of this. This is actually hilarious. We're going to have to wait until I'm just going to start battling this guy. We're going to have to wait until we actually take on one of the female swimmers here because all of their hair is green, which is odd, right? It's like, why is all their hair green? But then, if they're blonde, and this is like a bunch of chlorine, I guess it would make sense because it's the ocean. Chlorine could turn hair green. Or make it blonde and actually fade it out and stuff like that. So maybe it has something to do with the algae? I don't know. I think the reason why it's green, though, is because of the water. Wow. Not really a lot of great moves. Let's see how much his Aurora Beam does. Let's hope not a lot. Okay, decent little chunk. Because now they got Clamp on it. Clamp's not a move you have to keep on using. You basically use it once and keep it up on them. I think Aurora Beams are best bet here. I feel like any water moves are going to be even worse. So we're going to have to slowly but surely whittle down this shelter. And you would use Protect. Why are you delaying the inevitable right now, Shelter? Why are you doing this? Oh, the Clamp still hurts it. That's interesting. Even when protected. Well, I guess because the clamp maybe takes effect at the very beginning of the turn. We're just taking turns freaking Aurora beaming each other back and forth. It's a battle of who's going to get the first crit. And it was also hurt by the clamp there a little bit, which hopefully will make Aurora Beam knock him out. With my luck, it's going to be 1 hit point again. Ah, there we go. It's actually freaking down. Level 39. Oh, about to send out Pelipper. Yeah, we'll just swap Ditto out for right now, I guess. We'll swap Ditto out and put out Dragonair. Although Pelipper being a flying type, like flying against flying isn't really like all that terrible. Like water against water is so bad. It's awful. And of course, you're protecting. Why would you not have protect? To just waste my Dragon Rage. You know, I've only got 12 of these things, and you're wasting them. They are precious. They are precious, precious Dragon Rages, and you are... It's just rude. It's rude's what it is. Let's try Secret Power. And of course! That's why I didn't even want to bother trying to use these Dragon Rages. I want to see how much damage Secret Power does against it. And even though it has the effect of Surf, or the animation of Surf, it's still not technically considered a water move. It's still a normal move, and it's physical. So, something to bear in mind. And speaking of physical, this just jogged my entire memory. I have to ask you guys a very serious question. Is Venusaur the worst Generation 1 starter? Be honest, I can take it. I can take it. Right, so we were having this conversation the other night, my brother and I, and he's like, what's it like having the worst Generation 1 starter? Like, what's it like having that be your personal favorite? And I'm like, what's wrong with him? Like, he's got all sorts of physical defense, he's got special defense, he's got good damage. Like, Venusaur is good. Like, what's so bad about him? But then I actually looked up the stats, right? I looked up the actual base stats of Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. And it turns out that Venusaur is not as good as I thought, so allow me to run this by you guys. Charizard, of the 3 Gen 1 full evolution starters, has... Wait, why is Secret Power not working? There we go. It has the most speed, it has the most special attack, but it has the lowest hit points. That's Charizard, right? Very good attacker. Then you have Blastoise, which to my surprise, about to send out Cloyster. We'll just keep Dragonair out. To my surprise, Blastoise has the most physical and special defense. I honestly thought Venusaur did. I had no idea that Blastoise was the tanky one, but he is. Blastoise has the most physical and special defense of the Gen 1 starters, but it also has the worst special attack, and it has the lowest speed, right? So it's slow, it doesn't do that much damage, but it's bulky. Like, Blastoise is your big bulky Pokemon. And then you have Venusaur, who has the most hit points of all of them, but it doesn't really excel anywhere else. It's just a really good all-around Pokemon. It's not particularly slow, it's not particularly good in terms of special attack or physical attack, but it's good at both of those. It's also good at physical defense and special defense. It doesn't really excel anywhere, it's just really well-rounded. So that, to me, made it almost seem like Venusaur is actually the best Generation 1 starter because he's the most well-rounded. He doesn't really excel at one thing, but he's not bad at anything either. But then you start looking at type matchups, right? Blastoise is super weak to 2 different types of Pokemon, right? Charizard is weak to 3 types of Pokemon. Venusaur is weak to 4 types of Pokemon. So, while Venusaur may have the most hit points and he's the most well-rounded, he also has the most counters, whereas Blastoise, he's the slowest and has the worst attack, but he's also the bulkiest and has the least amount of Pokemon that are actually good against him, right? And then Charizard's more like in the middle, like he's a really good attacker, he's also very fast, and he's also weak to certain things, but not others. Like, I honestly think they are very well-rounded. This is a level 44 freaking Meryl, for crying out loud. I think they're all pretty balanced, and that was the idea behind them. So I would love to hear what you guys think down there in the comments. How would you rank the Generation 1 starters? And I know it's going to be subjective. It's always going to be. Like, people are going to say, I think Charizard's the best because I love Charizard. I'm always going to say Venusaur is the best because I love Venusaur. And I think, based off everything I've gone over here today, I feel like I'm doing an entire video just on this one topic, but based on everything I've gone over here so far, it seems like they're pretty well balanced, and they all have their pros and cons based on the situation. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. how would you personally rate them in terms of strength? Maybe don't do it based off your own personal opinion, but try to go based on how they actually perform. Just based on the stats alone, it's tough to say, man. I think Blastoise might actually be the best one, right? Am I crazy? Because with Blastoise, he's a wall. Your starting Pokemon is a wall. And yes, he has the lowest special attack, but like Surf on the Blastoise or like Hydro Pump on the Blastoise, like they'll knock out a lot of Pokemon. It doesn't really have a ton of Pokemon that are really good against it. It seems like just all around, it might be the best one. I don't know. That's really tough. And then Venusaur is just well-rounded. But then again, you can start looking at utility, right? I'm glad we have such a fun topic while we just sit here and just have Ditto slowly but surely freaking whittle down this freaking Meryl. But if you start thinking about utility, right? What does Venusaur bring that Charizard and Blastoise can't? Well, Venusaur can learn Sleep Powder. It's pretty good, right? That's some good utility. But then again, Charizard can learn Fly. That's pretty good. And Blastoise can learn Surf. And oh, by the way, Surf is a stab move. Therefore, it's not like a wasted move for him. So that almost makes it seem like, I don't know, Blastoise might actually be the best one. It's got Surf utility. It's bulky. It's still pretty good. It may be slow, but it's... I don't know. I'm starting to come around on this. That doesn't sway me away from loving Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur. They're still my favorite. But I'm starting to wonder if Blastoise is actually, like, objectively the best one. I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I will leave it to you guys down there in the comments. So now we have a level 40 freaking 6 Corsola, for crying out loud. I don't have that many moves left for you. Ooh, a Spike Cannon, but you missed. And I missed. All right. Fun stuff. And, oh, I was going to say, am I about to miss twice in a row? Going for a Mirror Coat, but failed. On the bright side, we're just going to keep on... Nope, we were going to keep on using Rollout, but instead, it's going to miss. Okay, so since, Ditto can't really do anything against this poor little thing, we're going to swap out to Dragonair. So yeah, let me know down there in the comments, what do you guys think about the Generation 1 starters? Who's the best? Who's the worst? Why and why not? I imagine there's got to be, like, a lot of forum threads about that, right? There's got to be a bunch of YouTube videos about that, like a lot of forum threads and breakdowns and stuff like that. There's got to be. Oh my goodness, that Ancient Power freaking destroyed Dragonair. Absolutely decimated it. I think you should actually use it twice in a row. Well, if you're going to be a jerk and knock out my Pokemon, I don't care that Electabuzz doesn't need levels. Electabuzz is about to knock you out with this Thunderbolt. I hope you're happy. How would Thunderbolt work out in the ocean like this, by the way? Would I not just, like, electrocute all of these swimmers that are surrounding us in this battle? Here's the XP for Ditto, and a little bit for Electabuzz. Shocker! That was the perfect way to end off that battle. Well, now we have to use a Revive on poor Dragonair. I'm sorry, Dragonair. If I was paying more attention, you probably would have lived. But man, it is, like I said, it can be mind-numbing at times to just keep on trying to raise up this Ditto. Which part of me just wants to do like maybe get Ditto one more level and then just swap over to Dragonair pretty much just full time. Because these Ditto battles take forever. I swim here with my friends. I'm tired. Oh, so that explains why there's 4 of you all just chilling here. Well, if you're really tired, there are some rocks like 10 feet away. You can go sit on them or at least hang on to them so you don't have to sit there and just keep treading water. Now, this is interesting. How do you pronounce this? Chinchou? How does he or she work against the Ditto? Because it's electric water. So, electric would naturally resist. And let's try it. It's got Volt Absorb. Okay. And I've also got Volt Absorb. So just like the Poliwhirl and the Poliwrath that we faced in a couple episodes ago that heal every time you do water damage to them, apparently this Pokemon heals every time electric damage is done to it. Okay. Part of me wants to try a Hydro Pump, but Hydro Pump misses a lot. Oh, we actually got it. Look at that animation. That animation was designed for Blastoise, by the way. Like actually coming out of the cannons on its back. It was just so designed for it. Let's confuse it. I was thinking going for Hydro Pump again, but I don't think that would be a very good idea when we can confuse the Chinchou here and have it start hurting itself. All right, now it's going to confuse me back. A little taste of my own medicine. I get it. I get it. That's fine. Ah, we don't need to heal. Screw it. Let's go for that Hydro Pump. The chances of this hitting are so low. Wow, so not only did the Hydro Pump hit, but we also got through the confusion. That's some luck right there. Come on, hurt yourself. If it hurts itself, I can maybe take it out. Oh, come on, with a takedown. But, ooh, that recoil was not a whole lot. Let's try a takedown. Ooh, I snapped out of my confusion. Ah, so close. Come on, hurt it yourself. This is the luckiest freaking Chinchou I have ever seen. Oh, one. Okay, I take it back. I'm the luckiest Chinchou I've ever seen. With my 1 hit point left. About to send out a love disc, are ya? Well, I'm staying in. I'm just joking. I'm keeping him in there so he gets a little bit of experience. Then we're going to swap out for Dragonair. Although, to be fair, a Love Disc is not that high of an evolution. It's not going to give that much experience, really. I should have just swapped out to Dragonair so Dragonair gets the full bulk of the experience. And here comes the Sweet Kiss. I'd be confused, too, if that little heart-shaped fish came up and kissed me. Be like, what the heck? You're shaped like a heart, but you're a fish. And you have lips. I guess we just keep on Dragon Raging. Ooh, Hydro Pump. Doesn't Hydro Pump have like an 85% accuracy? Am I wrong in thinking that? We got one more. Although, do you really think RNG is going to favor us here? And actually, oh, never mind. I keep saying RNG is really on our side here today. We have gotten so lucky at so many different points in this episode already. It's actually absurd. I need to go like play the lottery or something. Azumarill. We'll just keep Dragonair out. Although Azumarill might be fun for Ditto. But then again, that Marill took for freaking ever to go down. So I imagine Azumarill would do the same thing. Yeah, Dragon Rage. Not going to really do a whole lot against a bulky Pokemon like this. Ooh, especially one that can Double Edge. Okay. I think we can absorb one more Double Edge. Let's see what Secret Power does here. Hopefully I calculated that right in my head. Oh, he's going to use Rollout regardless. Rollout should not do that much damage. Never mind, it's going to crit. That's okay. We can... Ooh, we're out of Lemonade. For crying out loud. All right, we're going to have to start dropping Hyper Potions here. That Rollout's going to keep on going. Unless it misses, but... Oh, that's not that much damage at all. We can keep on Secret Powering. It's going to take one more, though. Yeah. Oop, lowered its attack. That's the benefit that Secret Power gets when you're flying out in the ocean. That's really neat. I like that. I'm just going to keep on using Secret Power because I don't want to waste any more Dragon Rages. We're getting pretty low on those. Hey, that's all we needed. So that should be a level 44 Dragonair. Only 11 more levels, boys. Only 11 more levels. I'm exhausted. Well, then maybe go hang out on the rock. It's literally right... I can't point diagonally, but it's right there. It's right there. Just go hang out there. It's so easy. So here's the final person hanging out here. Oh, I just love your ride. Can I have it if I win? That's my Starmie, man. You can't take my Starmie. It was the first Pokemon I captured. It's like the first thing I did since I got the old rod. I went back down to Powtown and fished him up. Oh, wow. I forgot Ditto was like next to dead. Okay, that's fine. Because we can just put it out there, get some experience, and then go Dragonair. And with Love Disc being a Love Disc, our one final Dragon Rage should actually do a good amount of damage because Love Disc does not have a ton of hit points. Yeah, not bad. I mean, now it's going to Safeguard. Another thing we could do with Ditto, now that I think about it, is he's going to run out of transforms here soon. He only has 10 of them by default, so once he's out of them, he can't really do anything besides Struggle, which is a move that you automatically do when you can't use any other moves. And you also hurt yourself in the process, so at that point, there'll be no sense even trying to use Ditto. So I guess we can keep on using Ditto until he's out of transforms. He's about to send out Seadra. Unfortunately, Dragonair is pretty much out of moves right now. So we do need to swap out. And we're going to go to Starmie, who's not going to be super great against a Seadra, but it should actually be able to blow through most of these Pokemon pretty easily with Psychic, and then get some good experience. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. This is what it's like to use a good Pokemon? Oh, I hate to badmouth them, man, but Ditto and Dragonair are so painful to raise. But we're at the point in the game where we need to raise them, right? Like, we can't just head into the Elite Four with 4 Pokemon, you know? And we haven't really found any other ones that we would really want. I did see some people suggesting that we go back to the Safari Zone and try and get Pinsir. To be honest, I might be down for that. Like, I think Pinsir's a fun Pokemon. What's weird about him is there aren't really any... It's a physical attacker, and there aren't really a lot of, like, great bug moves to get it. So it's basically going to be using, like, a bunch of fighting moves and stuff like that. We can also teach it Strength, I think. That could be the Pokemon that we have that uses Strength. Might not be a terrible choice. It's a relatively fast, pretty hard hitter. So that might be fun. I don't know. We're definitely keeping Dragonair no matter what. Like, Dragonair, we've invested far too much into it. Dragonair is going to turn into a Dragonite. We are going to teach it Fly. We are going to teach it Earthquake. It's going to be so good. What is a Gourbice? I don't know what this is. Oh. Is that what Love Disc turns into? Is this fish Pokemon wearing a seashell bikini? That's what it looks like. That's like a purple seashell. Looks like a bikini top. I'm just saying. That's weird. That is a very, very strange Pokemon that I don't think I've ever actually seen before. Amnesia? I mean, you can go ahead and use that, I suppose. It's not going to help you out all that much. I mean, I can see why you want all that special defense, but it's not going to stop a Psychic. I probably should actually use Surf against it just to save some PP for Psychic. $176. That's it. I mean... I'm surprised they're carrying that much money when we're out here in the ocean. All right, let's heal up our 1 hit point Ditto, who probably only has 1 or 2 transforms left anyway. Dun, 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 dun. Are we going to find a wild Pokemon, like, ever? Ooh, so we got a trainer there. I'm just trying to make sure we see the whole area. Okay. So we got this fella here. The actual area between us and Seafoam Islands is not that big. Like, yeah, right here. I mean, this is Seafoam Islands, like right there. Like, it's not that big of an area whatsoever, which is why I thought it would be a pretty quick episode. But if we're actually taking the time to do all these battles, it's kind of hard. Croconaw! I haven't seen Croconaw in years. That reminds me, we still have a Totodile that is sitting back at the daycare center. The plan for that Totodile, by the way, is we're going to stop and check on him when we make our way up to the power plant. We can go to the power plant now that we have Surf. And so we're going to go there for an episode. We may out-level most of the people in there, or most of the Pokemon in there by this point, but we're still going to go regardless. And on our way there, we're going to stop by and see how that Totodile is. Yeah, we got 3 more transforms for Ditto. Okay, Screech is fine. Does that actually not hurt me at all? So to my understanding, when you transform as Ditto, you copy all the stats of the Pokemon that you transform into. So if he lowers my defense like that, and then I transform, does that negate the entire thing? Because I think it does. Either way, let's drop a Screech on him, and then we're going to start doing some physical attacks. I like this matchup that we have because this is a Croconaw that doesn't just sit here and use Water Gun over and over. It actually has, you know, it's got Slash and Crunch and Thrash and all sorts of physical attacks, which is actually pretty good. So we lowered its, oh man, we lowered its defense and we used Crunch and that's all it did, huh? Ooh, that Thrash hurts a lot, but also became confused due to its fatigue. So I think we're going to be okay for now. Let's try and Crunch it again. I think Crunch has a chance to make him flinch. Come on, don't hit, don't hit. I don't want to use any more potions. There we go. Trying to save my potions at this point. All right, come on. Time for a flinch. He's confused. If he hurts himself, he's down. No luck. No luck. That better not knock me out. Okay. Now we can use a Slash. Down goes Croconaw. And level 41, Ditto. Do we have 100 hit points yet? Hey! No, we have 98. It automatically went up. I thought it was already at 98. Now we're going to keep Ditto out for now. And then... Ooh! Wait. I think Croconaw is part ground. Is he not? Is Feraligatr part ground? Am I thinking of Swampert? I may be thinking of Swampert. Either way, we're going to go ahead and heal up Ditto, and we're going to find out. It's going to use Confuse Ray. Okay, so it didn't go right for a Spark immediately. Now, I guess we Screech. Yeah, it's using Water Gun against a Croconaut. I think we're okay. I think it actually is part ground. I might be wrong. I still might be entirely wrong about that. It's been so long since I played Generation 2 stuff. He would miss his takedown. That's great. Thank you for snapping out of your confusion. We're going to sharply lower that defense. Let's sharply lower that defense again. Oh, you're going to confuse me again. All right, that's fine. It's fine. Come on, Ditto. Actually hit it. Actually hit it. There you go. So since I'm already confused, if I use Thrash, what's the harm? I think Thrash could actually do a ton of damage now that I lowered its defense quite a bit. Let's see. Come on, Ditto. Actually hit. Actually hit. Oh my goodness, Ditto. It's painful. It's painful. Why didn't you just do that in the first place if it's that effective? Okay, well, but the answer to my question is not part ground. For crying out loud. All right, Starmie. Wow. After all that. After countless water guns. And now we Psychic it. It's a bit of a risk sending Starmie out into that, but it's okay. Because Starmie's got all that. So you're really going to confuse me? This is the most annoying Lantern I think I've ever seen. All right. But my Starmie's trained very well. It's going to hit this. It's not going to be confused. Okay, of course it is. And now it's going to get knocked out. Oh, wow. Why would you not use your electric move again? Like, what is wrong with you? All right. Now you're going to hit it. Surely you're not going to... Okay. That's fine, Starmie. That's cool. This is so painful. This is painful. I guess Electabuzz. And then I'll just like, I don't know, use Psychic. That is painful, man. That is painful. And then Psychic leaves it at 1 hit point. I think for the sake of sanity, after this battle, I jump ahead through the power of video editing, where I just basically run back to the Pokemon Center, heal up, and then come back here to the ocean. In fact, I think that's what we're going to do. All right, and we are back, and we are ready to take on what few trainers we actually have left. We have this girl, we have that guy that's swimming there, then there's that person over there on Seafoam Islands, but I think that's pretty much it for the rest of the trainers. I also swapped out Ditto. We're going with Dragonair from here on out. Because that Ditto, it just takes so long to level the freaking thing. Which, it's weird, right? Like, people riot if episodes are under an hour long. You're like, it's a running joke, like under 1 hour unsubbed, which is great. I love that people enjoy the series so much that they want every episode to be an hour long. But man, is it painful when the episode is... It's fun when the episodes are like an hour long because we're accomplishing so much and we're taking on gyms or we're going to different areas and doing different things. It's another thing when the episode is an hour long because we took on 10 total Pokemon battles with a Ditto. Oh man, it's painful sometimes. But I like Ditto at this. I like him at the same time. It just, the matchups at times are really freaking difficult. Down goes Seadra. About to send out Corphish. I'm keeping Dragonair out for that. I think I'm afraid of a Corphish. It looks like a Krabby slash... It looks like a cousin to Krabby and Kingler. Let's just go Dragon Rage. Decent damage, but we're going to have to use some secret powers against it. Uh-oh. It's sharply raising its attack, boys. I'm a bit concerned. Not Crab Hammer! It did, like, nothing! It did pretty much nothing at all. And down goes Corphish. Poor thing. Never stood a chance. Now, Crawdaunt, which I think is the evolution of his evolution. Yeah, look at him. That's a very angry looking crab, lobster, starfish head thing. Very angry. With a secret power right from the start. It's not going to be a ton of damage, but you never know. It could crit. Oh, and he misses. That's perfect for us, actually. I'm actually pretty excited as well to actually go through these Seafoam Islands. I think we may need strength to get through part of it, which I'm okay with teaching one of my Pokemon strength. I'm just not sure which Pokemon I want to give it to. And if the Pokemon, if we do get another Pokemon later on, if we do decide to get rid of Ditto, which is completely up to you guys. If we do decide to get rid of Ditto and go for a different Pokemon that maybe can use strength, we can always use the move deleter to get whatever move we deleted back. Essentially, at least get rid of strength off the Pokemon that we're going to teach it to. So that was that lady. Then there's this guy over here who's been swimming. I'm actually kind of disappointed. Why are you riding a Pokemon? Can't you swim? I'm actually pretty disappointed. We haven't found really any wild Pokemon out here at all. Like, if memory serves, I remember finding so many, like Horsey and Seadra and Tentacool and Tentacruel, like, all the time. But apparently not. I don't know. We could just start swimming back and forth wildly and hopefully find something. Just to see what Pokemon are out here, but so far, really haven't found anything. There are definitely a lot of Pokemon in the Seafoam Islands themselves. It's one of my favorite areas in the game, honestly. Let's just go for Dragon Rages. That'll be fine. Not agility. Whatever you do, don't sharply increase your speed as your one... Oh, now he's going for a smoke screen because he's now faster than me. All right. There is some method to your madness there. Now I missed the Dragon Rage. Touche to you, Mr. Seadra. They're going to drop a Twister on me, which will be super effective because I'm a Dragon Pokemon. But my secret power actually hit. Therefore, you are down. About to send out Cloyster. No, we're going to keep Dragonair out. But with Cloyster being... It's going to be close. With Cloyster being an evolution... It's possible, I'm not entirely sure, but it's possible that the split experience will be enough to level up our Dragonair. I'm hoping it is. He tried using Protect, but that was completely pointless. And now I hit you with a Psychic, which should do actually a ton of damage. Yeah. Is this what it's like having a good Pokemon now? I can't wait for Dragonite. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so good. All right, so there's that trainer. This guy we already took on. I'm not missing anything. Am I? Oh, a wild Pokemon. Aww, a Wingull. That's adorable. Yeah, we're gonna have to run away from you though, because I've got 11 hit points. I think that may be all the trainers here. Yeah, turns out it is. Let's keep on surfing for a moment though, just to see what other Pokemons may appear. Let's also check the bottom area down here. Another Wingull. Just to see if there's like, I don't know, like randomly a trainer like off in a weird area. Why is this Wingull level 6, by the way? Like, we are so far away from the starting areas, you would think that their levels would be scaled up much higher than that. Yeah, there's nothing down here. Yeah, we pretty much saw everything. Oh, here we go. Oh, another Remoraid. Remoraid? I don't know. But they're like all like level 10. They're all so low in terms of level. I should maybe okay, we don't have to heal just yet. Another Remoraid. I'm not sure if that lady on the island actually wants to battle or not. If she does, I'll just use a Hyper Potion on Dragonair and then take on the battle. But if she doesn't want to battle, I don't want to waste a Hyper Potion right now. Well, now we're suddenly starting to find Pokemon. If I were to put Starmie as my starting Pokemon, or at least the lead of my party, we'd find a lot more because it has the Illuminate ability, which makes it so we have a much higher encounter rate. All right. Ooh, what we have here? Another Wingull. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here all excited at the very beginning of the episode, like, oh yeah, guys, we're heading out to the ocean. We've got 3 generations worth of water Pokemon we can possibly run into out here. We found 2. We have found 2. Battle? Ah, she does want to battle. Okay. The Seafoam Islands breaches are exquisite. Oh, beaches are exquisite. Why did I say breaches? I mean, they are pretty cool beaches. It's just like a random island out in the middle of nowhere. Slack off. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to... We're going to need some heals for this battle because she's got boar Pokemon and it doesn't look like she's messing around. On the bright side, regardless of what happens, I think Dragonair is about to level up, which is really good. Okay, so we don't have a lot of those left. We can try it because I think chances are she's going to have a Slack King, and Dragon Rage is going to be even worse against Slack King because it's going to have even higher base hit points. And that's why you don't get Slack Off and Slack King, by the way, because it'll just randomly be loafing around and not attack when you tell it to, and that is super frustrating. You're really using a super potion right now? You're just a random trainer out in the world, and you're super potioning me. Okay. Like, I'm allowed to do that. I'm the player character. You're just a random NPC. You're not a gym leader. You try hard. Wow. Okay, that flail hurt a lot. You want to heal? I'll heal. And now it's loafing around again, which is perfect for me. And we just drop that secret power on it, and we're good. Level 45. There we go. I don't think it's going to learn anything, but about to send out Vigoroth. Yeah, we're going to keep Dragonair out for now, though. Oh, she got 5 Pokemon. I'm sorry. I said 4 earlier. This is what Slack Off turns into, which I think is the coolest looking of the 3 of them, because it looks like he's actually not being a sloth. He's like actually... I don't know. It looks like an angry primate of some kind with its 2 big claws that it has. But either way, let's Thunder Wave it. Oh, it's going to Endure. Did you really think I was going to knock you out in one hit anyway? I promise you, I couldn't, even if I wanted to. But now you're paralyzed, and now I'm going to Secret Power you because I'm faster. That was a crit. Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Okay. We're going to fight crit with crit, apparently. I've got 2 more of these Hyper Potions. There we go. I can't be afford to be sitting here and Hyper Potioning all day. We're going to... And here comes an Endure. I promise I am not going to take you out in one hit here. But I do find it interesting that if you choose to use Endure, I think you will always use it before the other move, because I'm already faster than him, and he's paralyzed, but he's using it first. So that's interesting how Endure works that way. I guess otherwise it'd be useless, right? If... Oh, and now we're on a beach. Secret Power drops accuracy. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Would you quit using Endure? What's the point? Now it's just going to be at 1 hit point and make me just waste another move. It's probably going to endure again. Oh, we actually got off this time because it didn't. We're crying out loud. And here comes old Slack King. This is only the 3rd Pokemon that she has. All right, let's Thunder Wave it. Oh, it's faster. It's going to Covet. I don't know what that does. What is Covet? Either way, we can take 1 more of those Covets, but I'd prefer not to. Wow, yeah, not a lot of damage. We're going to have to go back to the tried and true Dragon Rage. Yeah, counter only works against physical moves, my friend, and Dragon is special. As much as I wish it wasn't, right? Because Dragonite is a physical attacker, and Dragon moves are special attacks in this generation. So therefore, it's kind of counterintuitive. Oh, wow, I can't even use that anymore. So it's kind of counterintuitive to have a Dragon Pokemon that's really good at physical attacking, trying to use special Dragon attacks. Even though Dragon Rage always does the same amount of damage regardless, but still. All that physical attack is going to be good for Dragonite later on. That counter bet, yeah, I'd say counter better not take me out. It's going to be good for it later on because with its really high physical attack, moves like Fly and Earthquake, which I plan to teach both of them to Dragonite, those are going to be really good. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, who do we have now? Loudred. All right, well, here's the thing. Dragonair is pretty much out of moves here. I mean, I could just heal it up and just keep on. Nope, I can't. I mean, I've got literally 1 more secret power, so we're going to have to swap out. And I think we swap out to Typhlosion, because poor Typhlosion has not been able to battle all of these pesky water types today. So we'll get Typhlosion out here, who of course came in clutch in the previous episode to take down Sabrina. That was so cool. That was so cool. And almost down in one hit. Gonna hit me with a stomp, which is going to hurt, but not enough. I'm gonna use a flame wheel just so I don't waste another flamethrower. There we go. Now, what will the final Pokemon be? Explode. It's a weird name. Oh, wow. So that's what that thing evolves into. I don't know if I've ever actually seen that Pokemon before. Either way, let's use Flamethrower. And let's hope that its Stomp is not as good as the other one's was. Although it probably will be. Oh, it's going to Screech. Well, unfortunately, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to lower my defense so you can go in for the swift kill with the one big powerful move. But you were one Flamethrower away from death. Or at least fainting. And therefore, you are down. Poor thing. Ah! This one actually gave me some money. The swimmers out there, they were cheap. Oh! Ooh, we have another trainer, but right here is going to be the Seafoam Islands. We start right here, and then we exit through that cave over there. And then from that cave, we can actually surf over to the to Cinnabar Island. Let's just swap in Ditto. Yeah, I'm kidding. We're going to swap in Typhlosion right now, because we still got a couple more trainers here to take on, apparently. Oh, apparently not this one. Strong trainers and water Pokemon are common sights in these parts. They say that Misty of the Cerulean Gym trains here. Why, though? Why would she train against a bunch of other water trainers? Doesn't make any sense. But now, because we're trying to face this lady here, Typhlosion's not a very good idea, which is unfortunate. We will go Starmie against this particular lady. And I think I have to actually enter the ocean to battle her anyway, so yeah. I love floating with the fishes here among the waves. I imagine it would be nice out there. I think I told a story before, but like 10 years ago, I went to Florida. I think you guys know that, for my great-grandmother's 90th birthday. And while we were down there, we took a boat, and there was this island that apparently a bunch of boat folk go to. Like, they all know about it. To my understanding, it wasn't even anyone's actual property. It's just like an island out there, and all the boat people, they park their boats there, and they all just hang out and party on the island. I'm sure somebody owns it, but yeah, it's just kind of cool. It's like many, many, many miles offshore, small little island. Everyone pulls their boats up there, and you just kind of like go walk through the water, and you hang out on the island. It was kind of cool, right? And Seafoam Islands here reminds me of that quite a bit. It's like this random island out in the ocean. No one lives there besides Pokemon, and there's also a pretty big cave. So kind of a neat little place. But ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much all for this episode. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Ditto, and I'd also love to hear your thoughts on who is the best Generation 1 third evolution. Leave all your thoughts and feedback on that down there in the comments. But in the next episode here, we are going to be taking on the Seafoam Islands themselves. Normally I end things off here like at a Pokemon Center, but instead I'm going to end off things right here, and then off camera I'll run back to the Pokemon Center, heal up, and then tomorrow we will pick things up right here at this cave and take on everything inside of the cave itself. And we are going to raise up our Pokemans, right? We gotta get our Starmie up and our Typhlosion and Electabuzz and Golem and even Dragonair. Maybe not Ditto, depending. Not entirely sure, but regardless, let me hear what you guys think down there in the comment section below, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.